Live.
Live.
We are live, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well. So, I'm so excited because we have a wonderful guest on our channel today. You can see her.
Mhm.
And we are out here relaxing. We're in a park and we have a wonderful information to share to those who want to move to Germany. And I know a lot of people are really struggling about this blocked account, how to raise the money, proof of fund, and all of that. So I got you all covered. And that is why I have brought my friend here. We are going to talk about how to move to Germany for free without blocked account. I know this is an interesting topic you would want to listen to, so do well to stick to this video till the end so that you don't miss any important information, because she will be giving us all the tips and tricks of how you can move to Germany without blocked account. Are you happy to be here?
Oh, definitely. I'm happy to be here. Hi, guys.
So today we will be asking her questions on how she moved to Germany through Aupair, right? She didn't have to go through the blocked account process. It was so easy, and she's going to share all of that with us today. So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself,
Mm,
then we can get right into the video. So if you are here, do well to like this video, do well to share it to your friends so that they can
yeah.
come, they can join the live stream and we can have an interactive section. And if you have any questions already, just make this live to be lively, right? So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. It feels so good to be here. I am Meveline Mafor from
Yeah.
Meveline Mafor channel, YouTube channel. And I am an international student living in Germany,
Yes.
originally from Cameroon. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's who I
Yeah.
am.
All right, so she's also a YouTuber, and I have already put the link to her channel in the description box. But meanwhile, you guys are going to check out her channel because she have done a lot of videos on building, how to move to Germany without breaking the bank. In fact, go to her channel and check her out, right? So I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's
I
such an
am so
honor.
excited to have you. Honestly, we've been planning this live, and today we are here.
Yeah, finally, we are
I'm
here.
telling you, and the good part of it is see where we are relaxing, enjoying ourselves. All right, so how are you?
I'm
First
good.
of all,
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm okay.
yeah, I'm so
How are
happy
you
to.
doing as well?
I'm perfectly fine. I'm doing very well. Okay,
Great.
so how do you see life generally in Germany? Yeah, before we
Uh,
get to the part of how you came through Aupair, I know you are an international student now.
mhm.
Like before we get to that part, but how do you see life generally in Germany?
um, that's quite a broad one. There are various spectrums to this question.
Yeah.
But first of all, I'm gonna say it's overall it's great. There's so many
Yeah.
opportunities. There's just so many prospects of growth out here.
Yes.
So yeah, I would say it's really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's way more advanced than life where I come from. I'm
Mm-hmm.
originally from Cameroon, like I said.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I have to compare it to Cameroon where I come from, I would say it's quite interesting and yeah, most important, or to be precise, I'll
Mm.
talk about the prospects of growth and development.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
it's that
nice.
it's that place with so many opportunities.
I agree to that too because my life have really changed. In fact, sometimes if I wake up or if I'm on the street, I'm always like, God bless the day I came into Germany. God bless the day I stepped into this country because my
Yeah.
life have never remained the same. I can see tremendous growth in many aspects of my life,
Mhm.
academically, spiritual, like all round. I'm so glad and I'm so grateful. It's a wonderful thing that have happened to me. So
Yeah.
the next question I have for you is, what can you tell us about Aupair? Because there are many people who haven't heard about it. There are
Mhm.
many people who don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Tell us what Aupair is all about, and so that people who don't know about it can understand it?
So, Aupair is basically a cultural exchange program where
Okay.
a young adult from the age of 18 to 26
Yeah.
maximum moves to a foreign country to live in with a host family
Okay.
and take care of the kids in exchange for learning the language, the culture, and so many other perks that comes with it. So
Okay.
yeah, basically it's a culture exchange program.
That's good. Okay, so you guys have had it. Aupair allows you to come to Germany for cultural exchange, right? So you live with a family, you take care of their kids, and in return, you get to learn the language and also get to know more about Germany, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm to ask you, if people are to ask you, so yes, this is a pathway to come to Germany, one of the pathways. What are the steps required to come to Germany through Aupair? What
Okay.
are the steps? Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting question. First of all, to come to Germany or to move to Germany as an au pair requires quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I would say the preliminary requirement for moving to Germany as an au pair starts from having an A1 German language certificate,
Yeah.
because that's the most important. If you do everything, have everything, and you don't have an A1, you will not get a visa to move to Germany as an au pair. So I first of all say to start with the A1 level of language.
Yeah.
And when you have your A1 level of language, you move over to finding a host family, which I'm going to dive
Yeah.
in deeper, maybe a little later. You
Mm-hmm.
move over to finding a host family on a website, either
Yeah.
aupair.com, Aupair World, or whichever website you pick, or you go through an agent. And then you move over to the embassy process where you apply for, you book an interview, you book an appointment at the embassy, and then you get yourself interviewed for this visa, you get the visa, and then you move over to Germany.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, or if I have to like briefly describe what the process looks like, that is
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's interesting. You can see you don't even have to do much. Unlike the study route, you have to start applying to schools, get admission, book appointments, go for interview, have your blocked account or maybe sponsorship letter. This pathway, like she just summarized it now, you need to, have your A1, register on the website, right?
Yeah, okay.
And the Aupair website, get a host family, once that is done, you go to
Process
you
documents.
go to the embassy for your visa.
Yeah.
So this is quite an easy process if I'm to say, if I'm to, judge from my own perspective. I think the major thing there is the A1,
Yeah,
the
that's a
A1
major thing.
certificate, which is not difficult. I have done
Yeah.
it. With only months you can be able to get the A1 certificate. You can even do it online. You can learn online
Without,
and now write the exam, right?
yes,
You can learn online if you're afraid to go to
the language school.
the language school.
That's exactly what I did. I did my
Really?
language by myself, like the A1 level of language by myself. I didn't, even my B1 and B2, I did the same thing. I didn't have to enroll in a formal classroom setting to get that done. So it's
Wow.
very possible for you to do that, to achieve A1 or whatsoever.
Oh my God. So this is quite interesting. And you can imagine doing this, like if you have a target, if you give yourself like an intensive training for 1 month or 2 months, I believe you can be able to be prepared for it
For A1, yeah.
and write the exam. Then you are pretty much ready to go for this process. But if I'm to ask you,
Yeah.
like, what is the cost requirement? Like, if someone is actually planning to do this, because now we are trying to find ways for them to move to Germany without blocked account. Blocked account is, massive. It's so massive. So, but for them coming through Aupair, what is the financial requirement they should plan for?
It really varies, I would say, depending on the host family you find.
Yeah.
But on average, you might have to spend little or nothing. It just depends. The place where you're really spending some money on you is maybe you're going to the language school, you have to pay for your language course,
Yeah.
and you have to pay for the exams, which is for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you go ahead to, maybe if you're using an agent, which I didn't use, I did everything by myself. If you're using an agent, then you have to pay your agent for the entire process. So that's where you're spending money again. And the visa fee, which varies between countries. And some families might pay your flight tickets to come over to them, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Or you might have to pay for it. So I can't really give you an amount that you might spend because it just depends on the procedure that you're taking. But I would say it's not a lot of money. Worst case scenario, you might be paying your flight if you're doing everything alone, or you might be paying your flight and paying an agent if you're using an agency, of course. And you'd have to pay for your language exams and your language course. So that's how much you might be spending. So let's say with €1,000, you're able to do all of that.
Yeah.
If you're using an agency. I didn't use an agency, so it was completely free for me.
Wow.
The only thing I had to pay was my visa fee, which at the time was $75 from the country where I moved from. Moved initially from Romania to Germany.
Okay.
I paid $75 at the embassy. Okay. My host family paid my flight ticket for me, so I didn't have to spend anything.
We have to clap for them.
And I didn't use an agency. I went online and did everything by myself. So
interesting.
Yeah. I would say I really spent nothing. I only spent on my exams, the money I paid to write my exams, because I learned the language and wrote the exams by myself.
You learned on your own.
Yeah. Okay. So I only paid for the exams, which I paid about €150 at the time for the exams.
Okay.
So yeah, plus 75. So yeah.
You see?
That's how much I spent.
That is interesting. I know we have some smart people who can also want to do the same, right?
Yeah.
There are smart. I have met a lot of them. I had a consultation with someone, and from the moment I had that consultation with that lady, I knew that this person knows what she's doing. Like, and I was really willing to offer all the help I can, you know, to support her to move to Germany. And from that day, I told her, you have access to me. Normally, when I have my consultations, the line is open, right? Because they connect to my WhatsApp and they can ask me questions all the time. But I told her, I see beyond this consultation, because I can see, even before we are having this, you are someone who know what you want, and I can assist you, I can help you. And I can see from the questions she has been asking since that time, you will know that this person is organized, this person really knows what she's doing, she's so smart, right? Yeah. So I know there are a lot of people who are also like that, who will get this information now and they would want to run with it, right? So if someone actually wants to do everything by his or herself, like learn German language on his or her own before writing the exam, what materials would you encourage the person to look out for? Like websites the person can, you know, learn? Is it on YouTube?
Okay, yeah. First things first, YouTube is your friend. YouTube is your best friend if you want to learn any language. Go to YouTube. There's so many materials for free on YouTube. So first things first, start with the free materials on YouTube.
Yeah.
And read a lot of books. Like try reading and start small. When I say small, I mean start by reading kids' books, like these books that children read. I know it's funny, but that's where I started. And try to, you know, practice the language.
Yeah.
Because with every language, what you need is practice. That's the only way you're going to remember what you're learning. Try to practice. I don't know if you would find a partner. You might go there. Hello Talk is one of those platforms where you can register yourself in and find a partner who wants to learn the language you're offering them. So if you speak primarily English is your first language, you can go on Tandem as well. Tandem is one of those places where I got a profile for myself. I found someone to teach them English, and in return they were teaching me German. Wow. So that's how you practice, because you need the speaking part is very important for the exam. That's where most people fail the exams. Okay. So you need to find someone that you can talk with, like interact with in the language. Read a lot. Try writing. There was a time when I journaled a lot in German. Try writing. Read kids' books from kids' book. For A1, that's mostly what you need. Yeah. So practice in all the aspects. On Google as well, there's so many materials. Just go and find materials on maybe A1 German language vocabulary and try to work with them. You can also buy a course if push comes to shove. You can go on Udemy or Coursera or whatever. You buy a course, buy them on Friday sales. Instead of paying 100 euros for a course, you can pay like 16 euros, 14 euros. You buy those courses and you work with them. That's how you can build, you know, the
the
skills,
language.
yeah, for the language and take the exams.
Yeah,
That's basically what worked for me. I'm sharing it might help you as well.
Yeah, I believe if someone is smart, the person is going to learn, because A1 is like the basic knowledge of German. You learn the numbers, the alphabets, the
it's not hard.
It's not hard. Yeah. If you have interest in it, you are going to learn it. It's just like you learn the basics of English, to count 1, 2, 3, like everything, the alphabets. So that is, and the like common grammar, right? If you can be able to make a sentence in German. They're not expecting you to be perfect, but if you can really put much interest in it, there's no way you're not going to excel in it.
Yeah.
So we are going to move forward. I don't know if you are here. So if you are here, do well to like this video, right? When you like it, YouTube can suggest it to other viewers so that they can see the good work we are doing and they can also benefit from it. Because on this channel, if you are seeing me for the first time, I don't know, I think I didn't do that introduction in the beginning because I was so like enthusiastic for you to get this information we are sharing.
Yeah.
So if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Favor, and on this channel I create content that relate to international study opportunities like fully funded scholarships, how to study abroad for free, documents required, and all the tips and how you can migrate abroad as little or no cost, so that you don't have to break the bank to travel abroad, right? In Germany here, we are studying for free, and it makes life so easy for us. We can be able to plan other things and focus our energy on other things, right? So we want you to also benefit the same. Everybody is not going to come through study, that is for sure. And that is why we are also trying to diversify, try to bring other means that you can come. So through this Aupair, which I have brought my friend here for you to also get more information about, this is a wonderful pathway that you can easily migrate to Germany with, right? And the good part of it is that with this visa, which she's going to also explain to us, you can change it or you can switch, right? When you come through Aupair, it's not the kind of visa that when you come in, you can't move to any other kind of visa. You can't or maybe at the end of it you have to go back home. No, this kind of visa is flexible, and that is why you have to watch this video till the end. Don't skip it. Share this video to your friends. If you are actually getting value from this video, share it to your friends. I can see people are live. Thank you for being here. We are going to get through the questions in case if you have more questions for her. We are going to get through them when we are done with the information we have at hand.
Yeah, so keep your questions.
Yeah, so I'm telling you. So let's talk about the documents required to get a host family.
Okay, for the host family, the documents are pretty much easy and straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like I said, first of all, you need A1 level of German.
Yeah.
Because in case you find a family who needs an au pair right away, you should be able to prove that you have this A1, which will permit the embassy to give you a visa. If not, they would leave you and go for someone who has the A1 already, like if they are searching for someone immediately. So first of all, do have your A1, and next of which you have to go on Aupair World or aupair.com. I used aupair.com. You set up a profile for yourself. That's simple to do, where you put in your picture, you put in like your details about like your name, phone number, where you stay, like your address, right? Your email, just put all those details about you. And there are sections where you'd be able to like, state your skills, and so many other details, right? It's just like setting up a profile for yourself on maybe a dating website. That's a typical example. It's exactly like setting up a profile for yourself on a dating website, but only that this is not a dating website. You're meeting a host family. So someone is going to look at your profile, and if it's interesting, they are going to reach out to you. And you can also reach out to families if you find their profiles interesting. They'll reach out to you, and you guys will take it from there. If eventually you feel like it's a match, you can collaborate with that family. You take it out of the platform, you can switch contacts, and then you start
chatting on WhatsApp.
And you start having like video calls where you get to meet the children, know a little bit about them upfront, like why they're processing your papers.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what you need to be able to get yourself a host family. Nothing much.
Wow.
You just need a good profile picture and a good background intro. Write something good about you that captivates the interest of an aspiring host family, and that's all you need.
You see,
if you're doing it alone, that is what I did. But if you're using an agency, they're going to be giving you the procedures and the protocols and all of that, and yeah, that's still another way.
Yeah.
But I did mine alone, and that's what I did, and that's how it led me to my host family.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations. Yeah, I think this is similar, just like you made it easy for them to understand. Like creating that profile is like on a dating app.
Yeah.
I also have this website I usually use, though I never used it, but I registered on it. It's called Walk Away. Okay. And what they do is you can travel to somewhere. If you get a host family, they're going to host you for the period of your travel. You're not going to pay for accommodation. So I registered on that website. What you just need to do is put your profile picture, put the destinations where you want to, you intend to travel to. Then you can also see like host families, and maybe what they need you to do for them is maybe take care of their grandparents, or maybe take care of their baby, or maybe their animals if you are someone who is animal friendly, like you just have to, they will feed you and house you while you exchange something for them. But the hours are limited. They can maybe need you for 2 hours per day, or maybe 5 hours per day, but they are going to house you. And that is how some people travel without breaking the bank. I came across that. I signed up, but the periods I traveled, I wasn't able to get any host family because the timing and all of that. So this is how it looks. Maybe some people are going to understand it if you are a traveler, but if you're not a traveler, this is like how the website looks like.
Yeah.
So we have talked about like the documents you need for the host family to take you, and the process to get a host family. Now, can we talk about the visa documents?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The visa requirements are now different from what you need for a host family, and they are more profound. Like you need a couple of things for or documents for your visa process. Yeah. So first of which, I'm going to start by saying that you need a passport. If you're watching us from maybe Nigeria, you're watching us from Cameroon, you're watching us from whatever part of the country, of the world that it is, the first thing you need is a passport. I'm sure you all know that. Yeah, you can't travel without a passport.
Yeah.
And you're going to need an online application form. Like there are different kinds of online application forms, right? But make sure you do go to the German embassy website and download a form that says Aupair form. So that's what you're going to need. And bear in mind that everything you're getting, you need 2 copies. Yeah. So yeah, you need 2 application forms duly filled in and signed. You need 2 passport size photographs.
Yeah.
You need your visa fee. I can't tell you how much that will cost right now, because back then I paid $75.
Maybe €75.
Dollars.
Okay.
I paid in dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was then, and that was from Romania. If you're coming from Africa, from Asia, or wherever, it might be different. So do check online on the embassy's website and see how much they're asking for Aupair visas. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, that's it. For like I said, you need application forms. You need 2 passport size photographs. You need a passport. You need your Aupair contract. Very important to make sure your host family gives you an Aupair contract. Yeah. You need an invitation letter from your host family, of course. You need documents like passport or identification documents from your host family. The embassy is going to require that. And all these things I'm stating, if you go to the embassy's website, you're going to find them there, okay?
Yeah.
So if you're someone who is interested in the process and you really want to follow up, after watching this video, do go to the embassy website and check out all those things.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are the things you need. In a nutshell, those are the things you need.
Okay.
And then there is this thing, I only know how to say it in German. There's this
Okay.
other document.
What is it called?
Is it like a Meldebescheinigung? Something like that.
Is
I
it
don't
house contracts?
no. Because clearly your host family is housing you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And an insurance,
Okay.
yeah. And an insurance. Don't forget the insurance is very important. If you do not have your insurance, there's no way you're getting the visa because
Mm-hmm.
they're making sure that when you're coming to Germany, the two most important things is you have a place to stay and you have health insurance just in case you're sick or you get in an accident or stuff
Yeah.
like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
those are the documents that you need to come to Germany as an au pair.
Oh my God. Like, how I wish people are going to maximize this opportunity, because you're not.
Yeah, we're back.
We are back. We had a little hitch.
Sorry,
Oh my God.
guys.
So sorry. So, how I wish people are going to maximize this. Coming through study now, the blocked account is actually an issue for a lot of people. So, this is a part where you can maximize. You can see how she mentioned all the documents required. There are nothing much to worry about if you can actually follow this process you have mentioned here. Get yourself A1 certificate, go on the website, get a host family, which I'm going to put all the links in the description box. Yeah, I'm going to get it from Ham and I'm going to put them in the description box so that you can easily find, websites, Aupair website to create your profile and, start searching for a host family.
And like
Yeah.
I mentioned from the definition of an au pair,
Yeah.
it's a young adult. So do make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you are not above 27 years of age by the time
Okay.
you're applying, right? Should be
Okay.
maximum 26 years when you apply. So between 18 and 26 years of
Okay.
age. That's how old you need to be.
So this one actually have like
Age
an
limit.
age limit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. So, but we will also talk about us building. I think I've made a video about that. That one doesn't have age limit, right?
No age limit.
So in case maybe you are older, because I want everybody to be carried along. So if you are younger than 27, maximize this opportunity and you can come to Germany. The visa is flexible. You can be able to navigate through other pathways and all of that. But
Yeah.
if you are older, then look into us building or maybe through study, right? So let me ask you the visa interview questions. Like, what should they, is it something they should worry about?
Well, I would say yeah, there are like twists and turns with the Aupair visa interview. I've made a video about that on my channel. You can check it out maybe
Okay.
after this.
Okay.
But I think there's some questions that are quite particular with Aupair visa interviews, yeah. And mine was a little bit different from other, like from the videos I saw. Because prior to going to the embassy for this appointment,
Yeah.
I checked up like videos to see what I should know before going for this.
Which is very smart, very brilliant.
Unfortunately, I didn't see a lot there.
Wow.
At the time, there were not a lot of content creators talking about stuff like that.
Okay.
You need to know, very important, guys, you should pay close attention. Like when you're making this contact with your host family, pay close attention. You need to know your host mother's age, their names, their children's names, their ages. They're very important because they'll just spring these questions on you. Like, what's the age of your youngest host kid or your oldest host kid? What's your host mother's name? What's her age? They're going to ask you questions, crazy questions like that.
Yeah.
I know you're asking yourself now that, why do I need to know the names of these people? You have to know their names because you're moving in to live with them and work with them. And that could be a possible question at the embassy.
Yeah.
And another particular question that you will get definitely will be your plan after Aupair. And this is a very tricky question. I emphasized already on my video, the video on my channel. It is a very tricky question. Make sure whatever you're saying has nothing to do with you staying in Germany after Aupair.
Yeah.
Because the plan for Aupair was not to come and stay in Germany. The plan was to come for a 12 months culture exchange program and then you leave and go back to your country. Okay. So, of course, we do come here and stay. I moved from Aupair visa to FSJ and now I'm in the university. I study.
Yeah.
They know that people do that, but don't go and sit down and tell them that I
You
intend to stay in Germany after you're going to get a
that
visa
will be
rejection.
denial. Yeah.
So be really tactical with your questions, the way you answer your questions, right? Okay. So make sure you answer that question with something else but stay.
Yeah.
You can tell them about your future plans which connects you back to your home country. You can tell them about plans that connects you to another country, like you're moving on.
not staying back in
not staying
Germany.
back in Germany.
You you are not given the visa to stay back
In
in Germany.
Germany,
You
it
are
was just to
given the
come.
visa
So
to,
these are like the two tactical questions that I tell people to,
yeah.
like, have answers to, and they'll ask you why you're choosing Germany for Aupair. There are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of countries in Europe that offer this program. Why Germany? Do have a good reason,
Mm.
even in your letter, your motivation letter, or your letter for whatever. Do write good reasons on your
Mm-hmm.
motivation letter, and when you come for the interview, make sure that you stick to what you wrote on your motivation letter.
Yeah.
Do not write that, oh, this is my motivation for coming to Germany, and then you come for the interview and you're telling them something else. It makes you look like, I
You
don't know.
don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing, or
So
maybe you used an agent.
yeah, so do make sure that those things kind of
You know.
sync in a
Yeah.
way. So yeah, that's pretty much, those are the tricky questions you need to know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you choosing Germany? What are your plans later?
Mm.
What are some of the aspects of your host family, like the children's name, husband's name,
Mm.
ages? Yeah, those are pretty much questions you would get.
Yeah. And if you are going for this kind of visa, these are the kind of things you should know. Like, these are basic things you should know, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's quite important. Even through the study route, if you are coming through the study route, they're not also expecting you to stay back. So if they ask you what are your plans after studies, you saying you want to stay back in Germany, that is automatic denial, because
Mm-hmm.
they want you to leave.
Yeah.
They don't intend you to stay back. You have, in as much as maybe you have plans to stay back, well, you are not expected to say that during interview. So maybe we are rounding up, and we are going to take a look at the questions and we can answer them. But can you actually share a little bit of your experience living
That's
with,
an okay.
yeah, living with a host family? Like, what were your duties at home like,
Yeah.
with your host family?
Yeah, of course I can do that. So primarily, like I said, the whole point of an au pair
Mm-hmm.
is living with a German family and taking care of German kids, right? So
Yeah.
your preliminary occupation or duty would be to take care of the kids,
Yeah.
and you would have to do light house chores like, cleaning, making meals for the kids,
Mm.
dropping them off at school, picking them up when they are done with school,
Yeah.
taking them to the playground, and yeah, playing with them at home,
Yeah.
and helping them with
Mm-hmm.
their assignments sometime and their development, like giving them those good morals and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's that should be it. That's what you are entitled,
You
or
Okay.
those are your
You
duties as an au pair.
I'm so sorry to cut you short.
It's
So sorry
okay.
about that. Or to interrupt you. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I wanted to ask, is it are you going do you work all through the day, or do they have like some certain hours you have to work?
An au pair has to work. That's a good question. I was going to come to that eventually, because you need to know your rights and obligations, yeah, as an au
Mm.
pair, because if not, you might have it hard.
Mm.
Okay, so do pay attention to what is written on your contract. Even if it's in German,
Mm.
try to read that thing and translate it.
Mm.
Use Google Translate or whatever, because I know your German will not be at the level where you can translate and
Or understand
understand your
everything.
contract.
Mm.
But do make sure you understand your contract when you come over here.
Yeah.
Generally, an au pair has to work 30 hours a week
Okay.
maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Anything above that, you're
Mm.
being
Used.
used. Don't bear that in mind. You have to work 30 hours. But now it boils down to the family in question.
Mm.
With your host family, you might decide to work 5 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
Monday to Saturday,
Yeah.
or 6 hours a day,
Yeah.
Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And you're entitled to 2 free evenings per month
Okay.
and 28 days of paid holiday. So a month of
Mm-hmm.
paid. You
Wow.
have a month to do whatever you want to do, go away
Without
from
them. Yeah.
them, yeah, do whatever. Read that contract, guys. Look at the paper and see what is written. Use Google Translate. You're entitled to all of these things.
Mm.
And aside, um, because I realize we haven't talked about it, maybe you're yet to ask me the question, but I'm just going to throw it there.
Mm.
Your compensation for being an au pair, we
Yeah.
don't call it salary, we call it Taschengeld in Germany, which translates to pocket allowance.
Yeah.
It's 280 euros as of now. That's what you earn per month.
Oh, you are being paid.
Yeah, sure. You're being paid.
Oh my
You
God.
earn 280 euros
Mm-hmm.
plus 50 euros for your language support. And I
Wow.
think it's been increased to 60 euros now for your
Wow.
language support. because you came here for the cultural exchange, learning the language further and all of that. So they give you 50 euros on your 280 euros to support you with your language.
Wow.
So make sure you're getting that, okay? You're entitled to that. If you come here as an au pair, make sure they're giving you that money. That's your money. You've worked for it. And like I said, do stick to, because I've seen au pairs who work to 10 p.m. They wake up in the morning and they start working until 10 p.m. at night.
They are being used,
yes,
right?
They're being used. So you should know that when you're coming here as an au pair, like, be aware of all of that so that you don't get treated to do stuff that, you know. And if you come with an agency and you realize that things like that are happening, contact your agency, tell them that this and this is what is happening, and they will intervene for you. But if you're coming by yourself, that's when this information comes in handy. You should know your rights so that if you see that you're being used, you can, you know, stand up for yourself and all of that.
Yeah. I think communication is very important.
So it's 30 hours a week maximum. 5 hours a day for some families, 6 days a week, or 6 hours a day, 5 days a week for some family. It all depends on what you guys have said that works for you.
Okay. I think that is pretty informative. Some people are looking at us. They'll be like, what are these girls doing here?
I mean,
you know?
Really
so, well, I'm really enjoying the breeze. The quiet environment. What about you?
Oh, I'm having a great time out here. I love spending time in the parks, by the way.
Oh, that's
so refreshing. So this was like the best place for me to do this.
I'm telling you, you connect with nature and you know, try to heal. We are sitting on the floor right now because I heard that stepping barefooted on the ground has a healing power. Some people do it, you know. Here we are used to wearing shoes.
At home, I don't wear shoes. I'm always moving without shoes at home, and sometimes I go downstairs. I go out without my shoes.
You see, at home I wear footwears.
No, I don't.
You know, but someone told me that it's so healing to go barefooted. Sometimes he will leave the house without footwear just to be able to walk on the ground barefooted. So we are healing while we create content, right?
If that makes sense.
Okay, so we have just 2 more questions and we are done, right?
Yeah, so you can throw in your questions. If you do have questions, you're watching us and you have questions, just keep them coming.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, what are the benefits and the negative side of coming to Germany through Aupair, so that people can have that at the back of their mind?
That's a pretty tricky one and interesting as well. I wouldn't really see so much on the negative side, more of benefits, because coming to Germany as an au pair is like one of the best decisions. Unlike coming with a language visa where you cannot, you know, convert this visa into something else. If you come as an au pair, you can always transition from au pair to whatever it is that you want to do. Uni, Ausbildung, FSJ, you can move to all these other things, right? So it's more on the advantageous side for me than the negative. So I would say coming to Germany as an au pair is one of the best things you can do for yourself if you're under 27 years of age. So if you're maximum 26, please take this and run with it. It is cheap. The advantages are just too many. It is cheap. It is easy. You don't have to do so much. Think about coming as a student. You need a blocked account.
A lot
That's
of money.
11,200 euros. And
even
not
more.
everyone has the opportunity to get that kind of money, right? So there are just so many opportunities, more of opportunities than disadvantages when you move to Germany as an au pair. I know some people will be like, oh, but I don't want to take care of German kids. I don't want to do stuff like that. But if you look at the big picture, then you see that it's just 12 months of doing this, and I can move on and eventually get into my dream. I always wanted to study in Germany, but coming to Germany as an au pair, as a student, wasn't the easiest option for me at the time. So I was like, au pair still works for me. I can come as an au pair, do my au pair. I did my au pair. When I was done, I moved over to something else, and eventually I found myself where I always wanted to be. So you should look at it more on the positive side, because really I don't see any disadvantage of coming to Germany as an au pair.
Me too.
Even the fact that it's the cheapest means to move to Germany. It's one of the cheapest.
I believe that.
So zero disadvantage. Everything, you have everything to gain and nothing to
To
lose.
lose.
So if you're under 26 and you're watching me, take this and run with it.
Yeah.
And before I forget, it's not just girls who can au pair in Germany.
Yeah.
Boys are allowed to au pair as well,
Mm.
but you need to be under 27, like I said. 18 to 26, that's the age range.
For it, yeah.
If you're interested, just go ahead and set up a profile for yourself on Aupair World right now.
Yeah.
And start matching with families. In the meantime, try to get your language certificate really fast. And yeah.
I have this question that is on my mind, and I know it's going to be on the mind of a lot of people.
Okay.
You know, in Germany, if you are coming to study, I usually say it all the time on my channel. A lot of people write me, Favor, they are having issues getting admission into the bachelor's in Germany. Yes, you are having issues getting admission as to study bachelor's because because
it's okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm trying
Germany.
to check someone's question.
Okay,
I got a question. We'll come to it. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna answer your question.
Yeah. Okay. You are having issue getting admission into the bachelor program in Germany because Germany doesn't accept O level, our like in Nigeria.
WAEC, is it WAEC?
WAEC, yes. WAEC or NECO. Germany doesn't
Yes.
accept it. So this particular route now
is the best.
This particular route, this question, I know it will come up. So if we, even with WAEC,
you can come. Even with your WAEC, guys, you can come to Germany for an au pair because you don't need any language qualification to come for an au pair. Any study qualification to come as an au pair, right? So you can take your WAEC and come as an au pair. And when you're done with your au pair, just get ready, sacrifice another year and do the German Abitur. Because either ways, German Abitur is like advanced level.
Yes.
Right? Or pre-university, sort of, if I translate it. So you can,
or you can call it diploma.
Yeah, diploma that permits you to enter the university.
Yes.
So you can do your au pair and then you go to that place and do that. It's going to be cheaper if you're already in Germany, as you know, moving from Africa to come and do the freshman college. So yeah, it's also an option for you who wants to come and study here.
Yes.
If you have WAEC, just come with your WAEC as an au pair, and then after you can go ahead.
Yes, I think this is an answer to a lot of questions. You know, a lot of people who have written me, sent me email, and the thing is, I can't help them because O level is not accepted, and I sometimes I feel very hot, you know, telling them that because they need to go get diploma or maybe have year 1 transcripts before they can apply for bachelor's in Germany. But through this route with your WAEC, you can come to Germany and meet me here.
Yeah. And you
meet us here, right?
Extra year and you're good to go. Like and you do the freshman and then you're good to go. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it.
Before we get into the questions, one last advice. What advice are you going to give to someone who wants to come to Germany through Aupair? What will be your final words to such an individual?
If you want to come to Germany as an au pair, hey, I'm here. I will encourage you. That's like the cheapest means for people to move to Germany, from my point of view, at this point in time.
I agree to that.
So I encourage you to move to Germany as an au pair. Just do what is necessary and do not relent your effort. You can do that. If I did it, if other people have done it, you can do it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm out here as well. I talk about that on my channel too.
Yes.
Do go ahead and put all the necessary documents required and come for Aupair. And when you get to Germany, my advice to you is, if you find a host family that is really nice to you and really supportive and helpful, do well to be supportive and helpful to them as well. Because I promise you, you might meet more like your helper out here in the name of a host family. If you are like that supportive, if you're that nice, if you're that kind to their kids, most especially, because I'm not a mother, but for me to hire someone to work with my kid, I need to know that my kid is really into, like, my kid feels safe around that person.
Yes.
And if my kid has that feeling around you and that interaction, I can do anything for you.
Everything, I'm telling you.
So do make sure that when you find a host family, I say that because unfortunately, au pairs nowadays, it's sad to see, but most of them don't come for au pair anymore. Which is fine, if you come here and if the collaboration is not working, you have all the right to quit and go on to do something else for yourself.
Yeah.
But if the collaboration is working, why not just go ahead and be nice to those people and everything? I'm still in contact with my host family to present, and they literally took me like a family member of theirs, and I can't even start counting how supportive those people have been to me, despite the fact that I moved on like 2 years ago and I'm now on my own journey. But they are still supportive of me to date. And those are the benefits that you get when you come and you work diligently, you serve diligently.
Yes.
You would get something in return always. I just believe in that. And that is very important to put out, because nowadays people are getting it all wrong. They just come over and they feel like, you know what, there are so many opportunities. I can just go ahead and do my FSC now. I can go ahead and start.
Terrible.
Yeah, which is terrible, because it messes up. Think of you doing that. Let's say you're a Cameroonian and you come and you're not nice to that host family. The next Cameroonian they are going to see on the website,
Or
they will not pick them.
The next black.
Or the next black person, they will not pick them, because they'll be like, oh, our previous Cameroonian was not nice to us. So think of it like this. Like if you're messing up, you're blocking the road for other people. So I encourage you to just follow it if it's something you aspire to do, and come over and be diligent, and I promise you reap rewards. Even later, like years down the line,
I agree to that.
You still benefit from your kindness towards those people.
I agree.
So, that's
100%
all I can say.
Oh my God, I agree to that. I agree to every word you have spoken, because the universe have a way of returning everything you do. If you do good, you get it back.
Comes back
If
to
you do bad, oh, get ready, because you're going to pack a load of evil, you know. So good begets good. And for me, I go with this mindset that what if I am in their shoe?
Yeah. The frustration.
Yes.
You know, it takes a lot of paperwork. It takes a lot of time from these people to put these documents together and bring you over as an Aupair. And most Au pairs now come and they already have their plans. Some people already have met people. They come and they just leave and go and meet people.
Just abandon what
and
got you here.
Those people. And they're frustrated and all of that. So, yeah.
I know. I know it's good to be ambitious. I know it's good to have your plans, but always put yourself in the shoe of another person. If I do all of this paperwork to bring you to Germany, and you come, you are maltreating my children, we are not, aligning.
You don't stay for the collaboration, you just leave and go.
Think about it. If you are the one, how would you feel? Just put yourself in other people's shoe, and I think this world is going to be a better place for all of us.
Yeah. if we do that, like if we think of how people feel when we do certain things to them, then I think we'll all be nice to people.
Yes.
And they'll be nice back to us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's my advice for anyone who wants to come as an Aupair. That's very important.
Yeah.
That's a mistake I see so many Aupairs making today. I know it's a mistake, and I'm going to call it out. If you do better, I promise you get better.
Yeah, I believe that.
I have people whose host families signed for them to go to the university, like made their blog accounts for them to go to the university, just because they had a
wonderful experience.
Collaboration with each other. Yeah, I have people who got sponsored by their host family. There's this girl in Munich. She got sponsored by her host families. There are just so many testimonies. I can't begin to count them. But if you come and say you want to do Aupair, you're diligent.
Yeah.
Take it to heart. Do it like you're doing your thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I completely agree. I don't have anything to add. She have finished it all.
Yeah. And in case the collaboration is not working, like you're not being treated well. So let's also look at this part, because I know pairs who suffer a lot, who are being treated, maltreated, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you come through an agency and you feel like you're being ill-treated or something, do report back to your agency. They are going to help you. But if you come alone like I did and you feel like the treatment they are giving you is unbearable, like I said, some people work like 10 hours a day. Some people literally just work and work. They don't have days off. They have nothing. They have no life. They're just Au pairs.
No.
There are also families like that. Do make sure you find help. Or if you worst case scenario, if it's unbearable, you quit and find another family.
Yeah.
But end the collaboration with I don't know, like sit your whole family down and tell them that for so and so reason you're not able to continue the collaboration with them. You have to move on and find another host family if it's not working. But prior to that, you would have tabled the issue on the table, and maybe they are willing to, become better.
Yeah.
And if they don't get better, then you quit.
Yeah. Yes, we don't also accept, we don't support you to be in an environment you are abused. We don't. I will not allow any other person to do that to me.
Yeah.
So I won't allow another person to do that to me. Don't also encourage that. If you are somewhere and things are not going well, you have to be able to express yourself.
Yeah.
Express yourself. Say maybe, call it out. And if there are no changes, then that is when you can make your decision. But don't come with this mindset of you are going to deal with them, because at the end of the day, it's not going to work. When you treat people nicely, you are going to get a lot in return. These people are really nice. Germans are good. I can tell you that I have traveled wide. I have been to about 12 countries already. I can tell you for sure that Germans are good. If you like, it will be hard to meet like the bad ones, right? Like, let's say the equation is the equation of the good and the bad is low. I don't know how to put it, but you will meet a lot of good people compared to bad people. I have a lot of them that have treated me, that are still treating me so nicely. These people are good.
It's a general thing. I would say it's a general thing.
Yeah.
People be like, oh, the world is so evil, the world is so this, the world is so that. It's because we are looking into the negative, like we're looking into the negative aspects or the things that we label them evil. If you look for the good in every situation, in everybody, in everything, you're going to see it. And you see that
I agree.
It's not always bad. It's not always horrible. So yeah.
And you have to be good to meet good people, right?
Be the change you want to see.
Yes, be the change you.
So yeah, that's about it. We can take some questions. I saw a couple of questions from some people.
So let's take a look at the questions.
You can read the questions.
Okay. So we have Samson. Samson said, assuming it is my software, I think the questions would be popping on the screen, but this one
they pop here as well.
Oh, they're popping here.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So Samson said, I hail you too. Thank you. We are having a good time here. So someone said, good afternoon, Sister Favor. Good to see you here. I am so happy to have you. Timothy, so nice to have you with us. David, hello over there. Hi, how are you? So Fidelis John said, my question, please. At the end of the 12 months, if one decides to go to school, how will one show proof of funds to get admission? It is still
exactly what I'm saying. If you want to transition, I've made a video on my channel on how to transition from any social program, be it Aupair, be it house building, be it FSU, to the university, which is what I did. All you need to do is either you get a job and you use your pay slips to get your visa for your studies, or you get an affidavit of support signed by someone. If you came as an au pair and you were nice to your host family, like we said, you can kindly ask your host family, and if they are able to do it, they are going to sign for you. If not, if they are nice and you have a good relationship, they can block this amount of money for you in your account, and you get your bank statement going. So yeah, these are the options. But trust me, when you're already within Germany, you figure out a way. It might take you one extra year, but you figure it out. It took me 1 extra year, but I figured it out.
Yeah. So it's still the same requirement for someone coming from Nigeria or Africa. It's still the same requirement, either blocked account or sponsorship letter. Exactly. Or maybe scholarship. So it's still the same requirement. The questions, where are they?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Okay, found it.
Okay. So let me see.
I really long to be there. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I missed some.
Yes, let's start. This person said, due to money, I normally learn German language via YouTube. I have a target of reaching B2 to come to do house building.
You can do it.
Kindly advise me on language learning, because I find it very difficult and I am really focused. Kindly encourage me on language learning.
Like I said, guys, do check out my channel. I've made a video on how to learn German faster, especially for your level B1 and B2. There's a video on how you should do that. And I said that here, like briefly. You need to read a lot. You need to watch native German TV shows. You need to listen to music. I use music to learn the language as well, with the lyrics, you know. And you can buy a course if push comes to shove on Udemy, Coursera, or whatever. Just buy a course. YouTube is your friend. YouTube is your friend.
Yeah.
Benjamin, there's a guy on YouTube called Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's the guy that helped me pass.
Wow.
My exam.
So we are going to put the link in the description box. You will help me. I will find it and put in the description box. So the last question, someone said, I really long to be there. Kindly motivate me. I'm 33 years old.
How exactly would you want to be motivated?
What is the language level requirement for doing assistant nurse Ausbildung?
B1. I have a video as well on assistant nursing Ausbildung. Like Ausbildung zum Pflegehelfer.
Yeah.
That's the assistant thing in German.
Yes.
I have a video on that, which gives you all the requirements to become an assistant nurse in Germany. And the requirement for language level is B1. With B1, you're good to go.
Okay. Yeah, so that is covered.
Says,
can we recommend to the German government that Aupair candidates ages be adjusted upwards? 26 is low. I think it requires more maturity.
Well, you're right to an extent, but then I feel like they do this in such a way that they give an opportunity for young adults who still want to explore, because it's part of their culture, right? When their kids are like 18 and they just get their advanced level, 17, 18, and they just get their advanced level from school, they make them travel to different countries, you know, maybe do jobs, exchange, whatever it is. So it's part of their culture, and I guess that's why they incorporated it for young adults to move. They gave young adults the opportunity to move into Germany, experience the German culture firsthand, and all of that.
How did I know about this when I was at least below 27? I never knew about any of this. This would have been a wonderful pathway for me, you know,
to come to Germany. So I'm screaming to everyone who is below 27.
Yes, how did I know about this?
Apply and come to Germany as an au pair. You thank me later. It's really cheap.
Yeah.
As opposed to all these other means. It's really cheap. So yeah, unfortunately, if you want like older people, you have to get babysitters, like the Polish mothers and, you know, women from, you know, different parts of Europe who are here and willing to babysit. So it's for young adults for a reason. They're giving you the opportunity to explore the German culture firsthand.
Yeah, someone is asking a question. Does this pathway have an age limit? Yes, we already
18 to 27 maximum. By the time you turn 28, you can no longer apply for an au pair. So the best to do is under 27, 26, 18 to 26. Yeah, I would say that's the age limit.
Yeah, someone says,
does BFD still exist? Yes, BFD
and what are
exists.
their months of intake?
I'm working on the content on BFD for my channel. Still, do check that out. I'm going to be dropping it as soon as possible. And yes, BFD still exists. They were trying to take off BFD, but they came back to the realization that they still need older people because BFD is like an extension of FSJ. FSJ is also to 27, but BFD now is from 27 years and above.
Woo!
So there is still BFD. I'm going to be dropping a video about that on my channel. You should check it out. Yes. And I'll give you the requirements and everything, but it's very similar to FSJ, like the voluntary social year in Germany.
Yeah. I think that would be wonderful. Like, would you let me ask them before we do it, because I like to make content that people will watch, because most times I'm not the one consuming most of my content. They are the ones. Would you guys love to see content on the voluntary social year, right? There's something they call it volunteer program.
It's the same as voluntary social year.
Okay. Would you guys love to see the video? Maybe we can make a collaboration about it. Would you guys love to see something like that? The requirements, how to go about it.
We just need 3 comments. 3 yes, and we are goes.
Yeah,
we are good to go.
If you tell us yes, then we are going to plan for it and we can make that video. Right?
Just let us know in the comment section if you want us to talk about FSJ or the volunteer year in Germany, and would gladly meet again to talk about that. And right after this, I'm hosting a live stream on my channel as well with Favor at the
Today is so interesting.
So yeah, you can tune in and check us out. We'll be talking about something totally different, but still Germany related. Yeah.
Yes. We already have 1 yes. So we are waiting for the remaining 2.
And we are good to host that.
Then we are going to talk about it because we are trying to, inform you. Information is power. We are trying to let you guys know the different pathways you can come to Germany. Our lives are better since we got into this country. I can tell you that. My life, I lived 3 years in Russia, but 1 year here is far more better than the 3 years I spent in Russia. I'm not trying to actually condemn any country, but I'm trying to inform you.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities
There are so many opportunities here. I have access to 20. We have access to 28 other countries, or even more, because many other countries have come into Schengen. So we can travel wide. We can travel wide. We are not paying tuition fee to study. We are getting world-class education here in Germany. You can imagine that. I went for exchange program in Hungary for 1 semester. I was paid and I didn't spend a dime. So
B2 for BFD, to be on the safe side right now, I ask everyone to have B2 because the competition is higher. There are many more people applying. So when you come with B1, they can take you, but your chances are down there as opposed to B2 where you just get. So we got 2 yeses. We are waiting for the last, and then we'll be back here to talk about BFD.
Yes.
With you guys.
Okay. So I'm going to let you guys know we are going live on her channel after now. Please do well to subscribe. Her link is in the description of this video already. Please subscribe and join us live. We are going to talk about something really different, right? So, and which will be beneficial to you. Subscribe to her channel. She's doing an amazing job. For those who have been asking about Ausbildung, Ausbildung, and there's something, the volunteer, right?
Volunteer, yeah.
She have been making a lot of contents on it, especially Ausbildung. If you want to get into Ausbildung, please do well to check out her channel. You are going to get more information. Myself, I'm more into studies. It is even recently I tried to navigate more into other pathways, but she have been making a lot of videos on Ausbildung, and you can get more information on it. And please subscribe. When you subscribe, comment on her channel that you are from Favoured Favour.
Oh my God, I will be so happy to see that.
You will see the way I'll be walking. I'll be walking like this. I'll be so happy, honestly. I'll be so glad if you do that for me. Extend my greetings to her over her channel, and I will be so happy.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we are so grateful for those who joined, and we have been able to answer almost all the questions. And while we are here sitting out and relaxing, we have to allow you guys to go and maximize the information we have given you. If you have someone below 27, encourage them. Don't be afraid. My mom, what is someone who didn't withhold us, because a lot of parents will be like, okay, we are back. So, like I said, do not hold your children back from exploring. Allow them to go out there. If children of this country, even at 14, 15, they are doing exploits already. So allow your children to go out there, explore, and find their feet. So we have to go now. If you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe. We are doing amazing jobs here. We are here to serve you and to serve you better. So do well to subscribe to my channel. Do well to subscribe to our channel, and encourage the good work we are doing. And I have a paid consultation you can book in case if you want to speak with me. Look into the link in the description box. You can book my session, and we can have a conversation face to face, and I can be able to guide you better, right? Join my Telegram group, join the WhatsApp channel, follow my social media, Facebook and Instagram. We are here to, support you on your travel journey, and we are rooting for you.
Yeah, we are strongly rooting for you guys.
You will be able to achieve your travel dreams. So until my next video, and until our next video, join us on the live we are about to do on her own channel, right? So join us, and we'll be so glad to have you.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you.
We finally did it.
Yeah. We've been planning this for months.
Yeah.
We did it
So
finally.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you. Bye. So we are trying to figure out how to end the life, right?
You always end it up there.